What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and today we're going to open up some Time Spiral Remastered, and you know what that means. It means it's going to be a good day. It is always a good day anytime we can open up some TSR. So we have ourselves a little TSR battle. For those of you who may not be familiar, we have 6 participants here. We're going to open this thing up. Everyone's going to get 6 packs. We're going to open those packs in rounds of 3, adding up all the mana values for all the rares, mythics, and the time-shifted cards. At the end of this thing, the person with the highest total mana value and the person with the lowest total mana value amongst the rares, mythics, and time-shifted cards are each going to have themselves a Outlaws of Thunder Junction collector pack. In the event of a tie, we will take the highest mana value mythic as the first tiebreaker, and then the highest mana value rare as the second tiebreaker. And if we need additional tiebreakers, we'll just go down the line with the highest mana value rare until we have a tie no more. Ooh. Y'all know me. This isn't our first rodeo together, right? You know how I feel about Time Spiral Remastered. It is absolutely one of my... It's probably my most favorite set. So I've been playing Magic for a long time, collecting and playing and whatnot. And you know, we all have our when I left Magic and when I came back in stories. And for me, I re-entered in, gosh, was it early 2019-ish? So TSR came out not long after, and it gets me in all the right nostalgic places. I played a lot of original Time Spiral Block, a lot of original like Lorwyn and Shards of Alara, and I just love me some Time Spiral. All right, here we go. Let's dole out some packs here. So we have 6 for JA, 6 for Future, 6 for J&V. I just think this is an extraordinarily well done, well crafted, well engineered set. A lot of fun. 6 for David F. 6 for the almighty Taquito. And then last but not least, 6 for Arcade Ray. Good luck, everyone. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, so we'll go 3 packs, then 2 packs, and then 1 pack. And let's have some fun. Let's open some juice. We, of course, the time-shifted foilers. This is like very old-school boxes, right, where foils are still special. You get a handful of foil commons and foil uncommons per box. You get like 1, maybe 2 foil rares, and then you average about 1 foil time-shifted card per box, and those have a really nice premium on them. There's also just a lot of really good mythics and time-shifted cards and rares, so just a really good assortment. All right, here we go. We'll start off with a rare. It is Ith High Arcanist, and then a Dovin's Veto. It's going to give us a 9 right there, starting off high. I also really enjoy doing TSR. As far as battles are concerned, I think it's a really fun set to battle with because there's some really lopsided. There's a lot of like lands, so you got a lot of 0 mana value stuff, and then you have some low stuff, and then you have things like Delve in there, and that can really throw things off. Pretty sure I saw something. All right, JA, your second pack. Dormant Sliver, Char or Rumbler, Spellburst, Cur Keep. So there's one of those lands. It's a 0. Intangible Virtue, and yeah, there it is. Prized Amalgam. Neat. We have a foil time-shifted card. And I say you average about 1 per box. There are boxes, I pulled as many as 3 in a box, and then there are 0. I've seen people pull 0, and boy, those feel real bad. So anytime we pull one, I'm always happy. Of course, I shuffle. Sometimes you can get, like I said, more than 1 per box. It's early enough. I'm hopeful we see a second one. But Prized Amalgam, not a bad place to be. Always good to get on the board with those. Okay. Third pack for JA. Scrib Ranger. Rebuff the Wicked. I think Rebuff the Wicked is approaching like $5 as an uncommon. It is at least temporarily surpassed Pongify, which is also in this set. And then we have a Karavek the Merciless. Yeah. Rakdos Charm to go with your Karavek the Merciless. Staying on theme there. And how about, yeah, how about a second foil time-shifted rare? I said these were pretty rare, right? Not back-to-back packs. Certainly. Ninja of the Deep Hours. We have a foil time-shifted, a second foil time-shifted. Well, JA, kind of congratulations already, huh? Not bad. Kind of regardless of win or lose, those are fun pulls. All right, now we have some mana values to add up. And I'm going to reorder here. So we have our 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 27. 27, because you had 2 foil time-shifted cards in there. 14, 16, 18, 20, 24, 27. Yeah, that's awesome. Average about 4 mythics per box. Of the mythics, Gemstone Caverns still at the tops. Future onto you. Like $50, I think, still for Gemstone Caverns. And then Chroma's Memorial is up to like 35 now. And then there's another one I'm missing, and I can't remember it offhand. I'll remember it in a second. All right, Paradise Plume, Primal Force Mage. Rare, Extirpate. Hey, good old Extirpate. That's a 1 for mana value, and followed by an Itali, so there's a 6. And then a foil common, Primal Plasma. Rares. What's that foil? What's the other mythic I'm missing? Why can't I remember it all of a sudden? Gemstone Caverns, Chroma's Memorial. I mean, Damnation's like $20. That's another really good one. But there was one I'm missing. Another top tier mythic. Okay. Poultice Sliver. Core Dirge. Cryptic Annelid. Rare is a Magus of the Moon. Strong. One of the good rares. There are there's some value there in the rares. It's actually kind of shifted. There's a lot of like good $3 to $5 and $6 cards, but some of the rares have kind of come down in value. Urborg is at the way top. That's like a $45 rare still, but Magus of the Moon is still a really good pull. Followed by Feather, the Redeemed. And then we do have a foil uncommon, Llanowar Mentor. This is nice because some of these foils actually do have like your traditional sort of foil multipliers, if you will. One of the commons in this set is the monkey, the Shimeon Monkey. And the foil version of that is Simian Monkey. Is like 16, $17. Pretty crazy. Simian Spirit Guide. Faceless Devourer, Stormcloud Jin. Return to Dust. Rare is, hey, there we go. There's one of the good rares as well. There's Pact of Negation. That is a 0 for mana value, but really another sweet rare to go with the Magus. Followed by Bojuka Bog. Neat. Ever playable Bojuka Bog. I will sleeve up the Pact. I think it's like $12 or something like that. Okay, so 3, 6, 12, 13. Is that a 13 in total? 0, 3, 6, 12, 13 in total. Quite the spread between a 27 from JA and a 13 from Future. All right, J and V, to you. Some really good pulls already, and again, we should be live for an average of about 4 mythics per box. Now, I kind of rattled off some of the good ones. I will say that for all the brilliance of this set, there are some real womp mythics as well. Here, Fungal Reaches, Wipe Away, Lightning Axe, Rare, Mangara of Corindor, Thragtusk, and that will do it there. Amongst the time-shifted cards, Chalice of the Void is in this set. Chalice has come down a little bit, but it's still a really good hit. Simian Spirit Guide. I did say that. That was the one I was looking for. Couldn't quite come up with a name for a second. All right, Aven Mind Sensor. Remember that card used to be really expensive? Dreadship Reef. Pendlehaven Elder. First Mythic. Hey, Ancestral Vision. It's kind of a mid-tier. It's not like a banger, but it is probably like, I don't know, $4 to $6, and just a really good card still. So, Ancestral Visions. That's cool. Followed by a Monastery Swift Spear. Nice. All right, JV. So we have seen 2 time shifted, and because I shuffled the packs, who knows at what point those packs were actually in the box. But could be a third. Could be a third. Not unheard of. Done it before. Arcblade. Joda's Avenger. Rare Stuffy Doll. Love me some Stuffy Doll. Just classic. Palace Jailer. And we do have a foil with the full common Urborg Siphon Mage. Okay. Yep, that was 3. 4, 9, 10. Still 10. 15 and 18. So 0, 4, 9, 10, 15, 18. Now sleeve up the Ancestral Vision. Okay. David F. To you for 3. Yeah, so I could sit here and gush about TSR for a long time. It's just a set that as much as we've opened now on this channel, I don't get tired of opening it. It's still, to me, just a whole lot of fun. A lot of fun to draft as well. If you have the opportunity to sit down with some friends and draft it, highly recommend. There's our second Mythic of the box, Gauntlet of Power. After this reprint, this actually was a really expensive card at one point. Then it was reprinted in this, and then it was reprinted again in Ravnica Remastered. Dominaria Remastered, that's what it was. So it's kind of come way down. Not as big a hit now, but still a fun card, still a playable card. Some fringy casual commander. All right, pack number 2 for David. Time Bender, Stonecloaker, Firewake Sliver. Rare. You know, I was going to say something, and I didn't want to jinx David. David has participated in a lot of these battles, and I'm ever appreciative. When David first started doing TSR battles, he couldn't miss with Urborgs. I think he ripped like 3 or 4 in a very small period of battles, and then he's kind of gone cold a little bit since then. And so I was hoping to pull something good for him today, and we're right back on the Urborg train. So David, congratulations to you, man. That's awesome. Love to see it. You love to see it. Reclamation Sage. You might have gotten a playset from from just these openings at some point. That's cool. All right, pack number 3 for David. Thick-Skinned Goblin, Riftwing Cloudskate, Mire Boa, Teleria West, another 0. Actually, a really good card. But a 0 mana value, followed by the saddest of robots, Solemn Simulacrum. Okay, 4, 7, 10, 15. I forgot about the gauntlet being. Got a mythic in there. 5, 9, 12, 15, right? 14. That's 6, 15. And a super cool Urborg to go with. That's awesome. A couple of zeros, a 5, a 4. That's 9, 12, and 15. Yeah, all right. Here we go. Almighty Taquito. Box pretty good so far. 2 foil time-shifted cards. We have the most valuable rare. A couple other actually really strong rares between Active Negation and Magus of the Moon. Honestly, I think we're just kind of missing Swarmyard, and I think we've hit all the top-tier rares at that point. All right. Salt-Crested Step. Hey, Miri. Cool. Love me some Miri. Not a valuable card, but I have an affection for Miri. All right. Manifold Key and a foil common 2-headed sliver. Still at large is, at the very least, should be at least 1 foil rare still at large as well. Mythics are kind of old school, right? So it's foil mythics are like 1 per case. They're about 1 per 6 boxes on average. They do have a nice multiplier, particularly if you hit one of the good ones. You hit like an Achroma's Memorial or Gemstone Caverns, and you're in business. All right, Skittering Monstrosity, Calciform Pools, Croson Grip, still a quality removal. Rare is Aeon Chronicler. Teamer Ascendancy, that's a pretty good time shifted card. Still carries some value, still quite good. All right. Ancient Grudge at common again. Great reprint. Griffin Guide. Yixid Jailer. Firemaw Kavu. Mythic Restore Balance. Urgh. Now, unfortunately, I guess can't all be good. I mean, well, yeah. Restore Balance, one of the weaker ones, right next to Kravex. Oh, and a Mystic Sanctuary. All right, cool. Well, we did hit a mythic, another mythic. So that's our 3rd mythic of the box. What did we hit? So we've hit Ancestral Vision, Gauntlet, and Restore. Okay, let's call it what it is. The mythics have been a huge whiff so far. Well, while we have done extraordinarily well on the rares, we have not done well on the mythics. All right, so we've got ourselves a 3. That's 8, 9, 13, 4, 5, 10, 13. So JA took off with the 27. Everyone else kind of sitting in the mid-teens at this point. Arcade Ray, to you for 3. Start off with the Lost Oromancer, Whip Spine Drake, Sudden Death, still love it. You know me, love me some Split Second. Rare is a Glittering Wish, followed by a Lava Spike, pretty low pack, and a token after that. So should still be live for at least one mythic. And man, I hope it's a good one. All right. Peregrine, Basalt Gargoyle, Stronghold Rats, Pact of the Titan, which is a 0 mana value, Mirror Entity, which is nice, and a foil uncommon Thick-Skinned Gobbo. Back in the day, that card actually used to see play because of the Prot Red. All right, third pack for Ray. Wrap up this round 1 here. We also have some of the time-shifted cards that we haven't seen that have some value, right? Yawgmoth, Thoughtseize, etc. Street Wraith, Mycologist, Yavimaya Dryad, Mythic, hey, Tarmogoyf. Okay, all right. That's at least as far as Mythics go, at least a quality Mythic. Hey, Tarmogoyf is back around 12, 15 bucks. That is not bad. Abrupt Decay. Remember how valuable Abrupt Decay used to be as well? Pepperidge Farm remembers. All right, Tarmogoyf. Well, speaking of used to be valuable. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, at least we're on the board. So that's our 4th Mythic. We're kind of early in the box still. We can see 5 Mythics. That's happened before. 2, 4, 7, still 7, 8. Is that 10? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that is low after 3 packs. All right, so after the first round, J.A. all but in the high by your lonesome with a 27. Future with a 13. JMV with an 18, David F with a 15, Almighty Taquito with a 13, and Ray in the low with a 10. I mentioned it before, there's some wild swings in this product because you have things like, you have delve cards like Treasure Cruise, and it's the black rare, the 8 casting costs. So there's a bunch of delve stuff in here. Tassiger. All right, 2 for you, J.A. Will you pad your lead? Harmonize. Rare is a Muruganda Petroglyphs, excuse me, that's a 4. Followed by, ooh, Grey Merchant, neat. Good old Gary. Gary actually does have some value to him as well. That's a 5. Pretty strong pack for the continuation of mana value. And like I said, I think Gary's got some value to him as well as a time-shifted card. All right, second pack here. Here we go. Haze of Rage. Minions Murmurs, pretty strong uncommon. Trump the Domains, Trump the Yard. Rare, Sudden Spoiling. Love me some Split Second. I think Spoiling's like up to like $4, pushing $5. Followed by a Hedron Archive. And that will do it there. But you did, in fact, get some mana value out of this. 4, 7, well, let's go 9. 9 plus 3, 12. Plus 4, 16. Is that right? 7, 12, 16. Woo! It's going to give you a 43. That will be tough to track down. All right. Future to you for 2. Dune Rider Outlaw, Riptide Pilferer, Molten Slag Heap. Rare, Dryad Arbor, 0 for mana value, but I think Arbor is like up to like $6 now. Not a bad little pull. Does have some value. Silence, also a pretty strong card, both from a playability and it does have some value standpoint. That's good. That's also a 1 for mana value. So Future, I think you're officially pushing for the low here. Followed by a foil rare, Jorah of the Gitu. Kind of a classic commander, right? Jorah is one of those old school commanders where you just exile or suspend a bunch of things with time-shifted counters and then have them come into play and do some damage later on. Future, you have 1 more pack this round. Low packs otherwise, or low mana values otherwise, though. All right, Stormfront Riders. Utopia Mycon. Muck Drub. Rares, that's not what you wanted to see. Greater Gargadon. Yeah, almost forgot about that one. The old Gargadon, that is a 10. Followed by a Ninja of the Deep Hours. Well, that's gonna put a twist on things pretty quick here, right? 10, 13, 10, 13, 17, 18. That puts you at a 31, and went from looking at maybe potentially pushing for the low to right back to knocking on the door of competing for the high. All right. J and V, you are at an 18. You got 2 packs. Manatide, Mystical Teachings, Smallpox, Knight of the Holy Nimbus, Rare Summoner's Pact, good solid rare and a 0 for mana value, followed by a Contagion class. That is a 2, pretty low pack, 0 and 2. Summoner's Pact, of course, does see some play, both Commander and Amulet Titan. Here we go. Haze of Rage, Minions Murmurs, Tromp the Domains, like a repeat pack of the uncommons, almost verbatim. And then followed by an Angel of Salvation. Yep, that's how these battles go. That is an 8. What do we got going on behind? That's a Mole Drifter. That's a 5. Followed by a foil common, Keldon Halberdier. Yep. So, 8 plus 5, 13, 14, 15. 7, 5, 6, 7 plus 8. Yep, 15. Putting you at a 33. Also kind of seemingly in the hunt for the high. All right. David F., you had yourself a 15. Start out with a Sulfur Elemental. Saltfield Recluse. Careful Consideration. Rare Reiterate. Good card. Really good card. That's a 3. Become Immense. That's a 6. There's those Delve cards. Wreaking havoc on the battles. All right. Second pack. Henchfiend, Cloud Cedar, Spore Sower Thallid. Oh, Mythic. Ugh, Mythics. Man, the Mythics in this box have been brutal. One of our very best Mythic is Tarmogoyf, which is not awful, but boy, the rest of them have just been woof. Hypergenesis. All right, well, it's a Mythic. It's a 0. Containment Priest. And a foil uncommon Spell Burst, which is kind of cool in its own right, but sheesh. There's 5 Mythics, and 3 of them are real bad. All right, well, so we have a 0. There's a 6, 7, 8, and an 11. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Well, David, as far as that's concerned, A, at least you already have yourself an Urborg, and B, you are the only person in the 20s for mana value at this point. Thus far. All right, Almighty Taquito. You had a 13 coming into this round. Let's see if we can find you a hit here. Saltfield Blast. Bonded Fetch. Phthisis. Rare is a Sedge Sliver. Keeping it low. Vampire Hexmage. That's a 2. Also pretty low. Okay, at least bodes well for the low. Here we go. Sudden Shock. Delay. Hey, there's one of the really good uncommons. Might Sliver. Flagstones. Both has some value to it right now. Like $5 or $6. Not lighting the world on fire, but, you know, pretty good. Not setting the world ablaze. But 0 for mana value. Followed by Grenzo, which is a 2. So that really does help you for the low. Kept it really low there. 2, 4, and 7. Which puts you at a 20 and definitely keeps you in the in contention for the low. All right, Arcade Ray. You had a 10. You had the low. You have the low at this moment. Poultice Liver. Core Dirge. Cryptic Annelid. Yaha. That is, it's a good card. It is not going to help you keep the low though. That is boom and bust. We count both sides of that, so that is an 8. Followed by an Arcadius the Strategist. That's a 4. And there's a foil. It's a common Veiling Oddity. All right, that puts you at a 12. All of a sudden, you are in the 20s. Rough and Tumble. Might of Old Crosa. Salt-crusted Steppe. Sappy Eriksdotter, that is a 2. Followed by a Tassiger, that is a 6. And there's our another Delve card making an appearance. Oh boy. 8 plus 6, there's 14. 15, 16, 20. Right? 6, 7, 8, 14, 15, 16, and 20. Low, no more. Okay. Wow. And that's how Time Spiral Remastered plays tricks on us. All right, going to the last round. One pack here. JA, 43. Future with a 31. J&B with a 33. David with a 26. Almighty Taquito now currently in the low with a 20. And Arcade Ray with a 30. Yeah, I'm not even going to say anything. Let's just do it. Good luck, everybody. All right, Llanowar Mentor. Urza's Factory. All right, rare mythic. It is a rare, and it is a Tombstalker. That's the Tombstalker was the rare. I was thinking of it as a delve. Good for you, JA. I mean, not a value, but that is all going to cement the high for you. As an 8, followed by a Lingering Souls as a 3, and a foil rare. How about a Slaughter Pact? 0 mana value, but it is a foil rare Slaughter Pact, and that is not the worst place to be. All right, so 8 plus 3, it's 11. That puts you at a 54. Barring something absolutely insane, that should lock it up for you. Here we go. Future, you're chasing 23. Otherwise, you need Almighty Taquito. You need to keep it very low and have Almighty Taquito pull a bunch of mana value. Pongify. First appearance of Pongify that I can recall seeing in this box. Still a really good uncommon. Still in the $3 to $4 range, I think. Cautery Sliver. Gaia's Anthem. Rare is Slaughter Pact. All right, that is a 0. And a Ewit, which is a 3. And that will do it there. So 3 for mana value. And that puts you at a 34. Jane V. You're at a 33. It is technically not impossible for you to catch JA for the high. With the mana values in this set, it is not off the table. It will be extraordinarily difficult, but not mathematically impossible. Celestial Crusader. Phantom Worm. Rare is a Drownu Lich Lord. That is a 5. Leyline of the Void. Hey, good old Leyline. Ever playable Leyline. In that, of course, that retro frame. That's a 4. It's going to come up a little short. It's going to give you a 9 for mana value. Put you at a 42. It's going to leave you right in limbo. David F. You have a 26. You are currently ahead of Almighty Taquito in mana value for the low by 6. Needless to say, you would like to keep it low here. Sudden Shock. Delay. Might Sliver. Rare is a Benelish Commander. Not that low. That's a 4. Resto Angel. That's another 4. We have, looks like a foil here. It's a foil common. It is a Kavu Primarch. So that is going to be an 8. Which puts you at a 34. And more likely than not out of the low. But let's see what these last packs have to bring for both Almighty Taquito and Arcade Ray. Alright. Riftmark Knight. Fury Sliver. Harmonic Sliver. Rare is a Draining Wilk. Not all that low. That is a 6. Followed by a Dismember. That is, we do count the Phyrexian symbols there, so that's a 3. That's a 9 in total. Which puts puts you at a 29 and does effectively keep you in the low. Congratulations, Almighty Taquito. Just remember, not a bad place to be either. Okay. Exciting. All right, Ray. So you are already above the low at this point, which means you need a minor miracle to catch JA for the high. Skittering Monstrosity. Calciform Pools. Croson Grip. Rare Pulmonic Sliver. That is a 5. Liliana's Triumph. That's going to bring you up short. That is a 2. It's going to give you a 7 in total, which puts you at a 37. All right. 5, 6, 7. Yep, that'll do it there. So that means for our finals, we have JA in the high with a 54, and we have Future with a 34, Jane V with a 42, David F with a 34, Almighty Taquito with a 29, and Arcade Ray with a 37. Almighty Taquito, you have the low, you have the honors. Solid box, not an incredible box, but it's certainly not like a disappointing box of TSR. Man, if the Mythics had showed up even a little bit more, I think it's a different story, but probably at least a solid box, right? I'm not calling it, definitely far from dumpster fire, but definitely not a home run. All right. Hey, how about a foil showcase foil Kellen the Kid with that beautiful wanted poster? Cool. That's neat. Villainous Wealth. Classic. Crackling Spell Slinger. Fibblethip the Lost. And an Outcaster Trailblazer. And that will do it for that pack there. You know what? Man, the foil Kellen's kind of cool, though. It's at least a foil showcase mythic. All right, JA. And, you know, I don't have a rooting interest for any of the patrons, right? I don't favor anybody. It's going to be what it's going to be. But I do want to take a moment to point out that JA has been run down in battles, like either usually in the high and then just gets run down and loses by 1 more times than I think I can recall anybody else on this channel. So, JA, congratulations on holding on to the high. Basically, no, not basically, from start to finish. I'm sure you had some thoughts and feelings as you were watching this today, like, oh boy, is this going to be another one of those? So congrats. Either way, well, regardless of what's in the pack, congrats on winning the high today. All right. Little Dust Bowl. I do love the Dust Bowl and that breaking news. All about a Primal Might. Yeah, all right. Do a little bit better than this. Rumbleweed. Stinger Back Terror. Followed by, hey, Territory Forge. All right, it's a big score mythic. It's not a particularly, like, amazing one, but it's at least a foil mythic out of the big score. And that will do it there. Well, not the most crazy packs of Outlaws. We've seen some crazy prize packs of Outlaws. But anyways, that's going to do it for today. Again, really solid box of TSR. And for me, I appreciate you all just letting me open it, continue to open it. It's one of my favorite events to post because it always fills up so quickly. And it warms my heart that I have a bunch of people that enjoy the set as much as I do. So that's always fun for me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And thanks for everybody for watching. That's going to do it for me today. Do the like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate each and every one of you. Be well.